Chosen one, God is about to be generous. You're getting a big payment. There is something moving in the heavens, something weighty, something real. It has your name written all over it. This isn't ordinary. This isn't random. What's happening now is deliberate. It's divine. The atmosphere around your life has shifted, and it is now making space for something extraordinary, something heavy with value, something called a big payment. Not just a payment in the physical, but a release in every realm where you were once held back. You are not watching this by chance. You are not listening by mistake. God has written this moment into the script of your destiny. And now, He is about to pour from a place of generosity that no bank could replicate, no person could orchestrate, and no system could contain. Watch this video until the very end, because this message isn't just words, it's energy, it's alignment, it's the signal that activates what's already been approved for you. And write your warmest wishes in the comments and write Amen along with the number 777. When you release that energy into the world, it returns multiplied. This isn't superstition, it's a spiritual transaction. Wishes are like keys. When you place them in the right atmosphere, locked doors don't just open, they vanish. Now, chosen one, like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's begin. Right now, what's being orchestrated behind the scenes is beyond your comprehension. God is taking what you thought was denied and putting it on divine fast-track delivery. You've cried for it, waited for it, and many times, you even gave up on it. But that was part of the process, part of the test. There was a stretching happening, a quiet refining. Not because you were being punished, but because what's coming required more than what you were before. What's coming needed a stronger, clearer, bolder version of you. And guess what? That's who you've become, even if you don't fully see it yet. You are standing at the intersection of heaven's generosity and earthly manifestation. This is not a theory. It's a divine moment. You've been chosen to receive something that others tried to block. The delay was never about rejection. It was about preparation. God was building a table for you, not just a chair at someone else's. You are the table. You are the reason the lights are turning on. And the big payment that's coming is not a favor. It's fulfillment. A holy fulfillment of what was always yours. Do you feel that shift in your chest? That little surge of knowing? That's not anxiety. That's spiritual alignment. That's your soul reacting to truth. That's the frequency of breakthrough passing through your atmosphere. It's whispering, get ready. God is about to be generous. Not because of anything you earned, but because of who you are. Because He sees your heart. Because He watched you survive what others didn't. He counted your quiet victories. He held your trembling hands in rooms where no one else knew what you were carrying. And now, He's responding, not with a pat on the back, but with a transfer, a release, a divine deposit. Some people think generosity is about giving what's left. But when God gives, He gives from overflow. He gives from glory. He gives in ways that shock even the most prepared souls. And you're the target of that generosity now. Yes, you. You've been in rooms you didn't belong in, but somehow you walked out with favor. You've been through seasons where you had little, but your soul stayed rich. You've been surrounded by silence when you needed a sign, but still, you kept moving. That kind of resilience moves heaven. That kind of faith, quiet but unshakable, draws the eyes of angels. You may not have seen results when you wanted them, but you stayed the course, and now the course is about to pay you back. There is no limit to how God can surprise you. Banks are involved, yes. Systems are being touched. Platforms are being adjusted. Names are being dropped in rooms you've never been in. But this is not man-made. It is heaven-approved. And when something is God-approved, nothing, no delay, no enemy, no lack, can cancel it. You're not watching this because you're hoping for a miracle. You're watching this because you are the miracle. You've become the confirmation that what was once impossible now has a name and a face. And the big payment coming is not just to ease your burden, it's to elevate your position. It's a response to the version of you that refused to quit. It's divine compensation for pain endured in silence. You didn't know it, but every no was making room for a better yes. Every delay was collecting interest. And now is the time for the withdrawal. And it won't be small. It won't be partial. It won't be crumbs. When God decides to be generous, He doesn't just fill the cup. He causes it to overflow. Stay right there. Don't lose the signal. Don't question the alignment. Everything is lining up to reward you. Not just financially, but spiritually, emotionally, generationally. This is a ripple effect. One transfer will change more than just your life. It will touch people connected to you. It will open doors for those watching you quietly. God is about to turn your life into a signal, a beacon of what divine generosity looks like in real time. You've reached the season where you don't have to force anything. God is doing the heavy lifting. He's whispering your name in the ears of decision makers. He's triggering systems to respond to you. He's sending angels to carry confirmation right into your atmosphere. He's allowing what you planted in secret to grow in the open. And this growth is not subtle. It's bold. It's loud. It's evidence that you didn't come this far just to survive. You came to reign. Chosen one, breathe deep. You've been chosen not just to carry the vision, but to receive the reward. What's coming has been in queue for a long time. And now, your name has lit up. The queue has moved. And you're next. Stay open. Stay grounded. And above all, stay ready. Because this payment, this generosity, this divine act, it's not just money. It's God proving that He never forgot about you. You've walked through seasons where the generosity of God felt like a rumor, where the blessings always seemed to land just beyond your reach, where others spoke of overflow, and you only knew of drought. But now, the script is changing. The page is turning. And this moment, this exact moment, is the opening scene of your breakthrough. Not tomorrow, not next month, now. Because God has not just remembered you, He has prioritized you. And when God prioritizes something, the process accelerates. What you're about to receive is not small and it's not scattered. It's full, it's rich, it's aligned with every silent yes you ever gave in the dark. God is releasing a big payment, not just to resolve your needs, but to mark your territory, to publicly demonstrate what heaven does when it decides to favor someone. And you, chosen one, are that someone. You've been faithful with little. You've been loyal without applause. And heaven took notice. So if things start shifting faster than you're used to, don't panic. It's the divine catch-up effect. What should have come years ago is being compounded. God's generosity is not based on your timeline. It operates on His glory. And when His glory decides to touch your life, what was once delayed becomes instantaneous. You will go from praying for just enough to living in the realm of more than enough. He's not just giving you back what was taken. He's adding interest. The pain you endured, the confusion you overcame, the doors that slammed in your face, they didn't go unnoticed. They were recorded. And that record has now reached the courts of heaven, and the verdict has been rendered. Release the payment, not because of a legal obligation, but because of a divine decision to be generous to you. God could have waited longer, but He chose now. This is your appointed time. Watch how things begin to align with no resistance. Opportunities will arise not because you're chasing them, but because they're being drawn to the mark of God's favor on you. You are no longer in the place of asking. Now you're in the place of receiving. And receiving requires no performance. It just requires presence. Be present in this moment. Be aware. Because this kind of generosity will stun you. Don't be surprised if emails arrive that don't make sense. If calls come in that seem too good to be true. If people show up to repay debts you forgot about. This isn't coincidence. This is divine generosity working behind every scene you couldn't control. The release has already started. It's just taking a little time to reach every layer of your life. But it's coming. Steadily, swiftly, completely. And when it does, it won't just bless you. It will overflow through you. God's generosity is never selfish. It chooses vessels that can multiply it. And you, with your open heart and faithful spirit, are that vessel. This payment isn't just money. It's a reminder of your identity. It's proof that your spiritual account has always been in good standing, even when your physical account said otherwise. There will be no denying this moment. Those who overlooked you will be puzzled. Those who doubted you will be silent. And those who supported you will be elevated alongside you. Because divine generosity creates an ecosystem. It doesn't just pour into you. It spreads from you. Your presence will begin to unlock things for others. Not because you're striving, but because you've become a carrier of God's favor. So if you feel a strange calm in this moment, know this. It's not because things are standing still. It's because they're being rearranged. Behind the scenes, doors are opening, bank systems are shifting, approvals are being signed. And when it reaches you, you won't have to chase it. It will find you. There's a silence that often comes before divine generosity manifests. That's the space where God finalizes what no one can undo. You're in that space now. So be still, but be expectant. Stay grounded, but stay open. You are the target of a transfer that no one can intercept. It's encrypted in heaven's system. Your name is on it. Your story is connected to it. And its arrival is not just coming, it's inevitable. Let the winds of change blow through your atmosphere. Let the old fears dissolve. Let the anticipation rise, not in desperation, but in confidence. Because this is not a maybe. It's a yes, a divine yes. And when God says yes, everything else falls into alignment. Your only task is to stay ready, to live as if the blessing is already unfolding. Because in truth, it is. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not waiting in vain. You are standing in a field of unseen miracles. And soon, very soon, the invisible will become visible. The intangible will become tangible. The promised will become delivered. Because God is about to be generous, and you, chosen one, are about to be the receiver of a big payment that was destined to change everything. There is a moment coming, quieter than a thunderstorm, louder than your past, that will shake the foundation of your reality in the most beautiful way. It won't begin with a drum roll. It won't be announced by the crowd. But you'll feel it. Oh, you'll feel it. Deep in your chest, where the truth always echoes first. God is about to give you a moment of proof, a powerful, undeniable release that confirms everything He's whispered to your spirit during the darkest hours. This big payment is not just money. It's an entire revelation packaged in provision. It's a reward that doesn't just land in your hands, but elevates your soul. You've been operating at a high spiritual frequency for some time now, and that consistency is being matched by a divine response. Not because you demanded it, but because you endured for it. You endured quietly. You endured while no one clapped for you. You endured even when the weight made your legs tremble. That kind of faith opens vaults in heaven. And right now, you are standing beneath an open vault. This isn't a test. It's not a simulation. This is the real thing. And when it hits, you will understand why so many things didn't work out before. You'll look back and see how God's generosity was being stored, stacked, multiplied, refined. Had it come sooner, you would have accepted less than what you were worth. But now you're in alignment. Now you're in authority. Now you're ready to carry what couldn't be carried before. Everything about this season is pregnant with purpose. The people you're meeting, divinely placed. The timing that feels sudden, perfectly arranged. The dreams that have returned to your sleep, signals. You are being flooded with clues, confirmation, and codes. Pay attention. Don't brush it off. The dreams you had that faded with exhaustion are returning with clarity. And they're not just visions. They're previews. Previews of the lifestyle that matches your calling. Previews of the bank accounts that match your mission. Previews of the freedom that matches your faith. It's all coming together. And not one detail is random. God doesn't do random. He does strategic. He does abundance with purpose. And when he pours, he does so in ways that redefine reality. So don't shrink in this moment. Don't question whether you deserve this. The truth is, you've already been approved. This isn't about whether you're worthy. It's about whether you're ready. And guess what? You are. You are ready. You've been forged in fire, pressed in silence, held in storms. And now the sunlight of divine generosity is rising over your life. Not because the pain wasn't real, but because your endurance was stronger. People might say you're lucky. Let them. They won't understand the process behind your promise. They didn't see the tears. They didn't hear the prayers. They didn't carry the weight. All they will see now is the evidence of favor. The undeniable proof that God responds in full measure when it's time. And for you, the time is now. Even the systems of the world are beginning to respond to this divine decision. Financial platforms, banks, accounts, balances, everything is being rearranged on your behalf. And you won't need to manipulate or force it. You just need to align. When the email shows up, you'll know. When the message arrives, you'll feel it. When the door swings open, you won't hesitate. Because by the time it comes, you will already be walking like someone who has it. Your posture has changed. Your spirit has matured. And the generosity of God is meeting you in a place of maturity, not desperation. You're no longer begging for scraps. You're seated at the table. You're no longer hoping for permission. You're walking in authority. And because of that, the payment is not just financial, it's transformational. Watch how people change when the shift happens. Some will draw closer, others will fall away. That's part of it. Divine generosity not only blesses, it reveals. It shows you who was truly with you, who clapped in your silence, who prayed for your breakthrough, and who simply watched, waiting to see if you'd fold. Let them watch. Let the blessing be public. Let the miracle be loud. Because you paid for it in silence, in secret, in spiritual sweat. The value of what's coming cannot be measured in currency alone. Yes, there will be numbers. Beautiful numbers in places that once showed red. Yes, there will be bank statements that make your hands tremble in awe. But more than that, there will be peace. The kind of peace that proves this didn't come from hustle. It came from heaven. And when you walk into those rooms that once ignored you, you'll do so without arrogance. Because true divine payment doesn't create pride. It creates presence. You will be the shift. You will carry the wealth, not just in your hands, but in your being. You will speak differently, walk differently, attract differently. And not because you're pretending, but because you've been recoded. Chosen one, you are the living proof that when God decides to be generous, no one can stop it. No voice can cancel it. No enemy can intercept it. No delay can undo it. And when it arrives, It will feel like everything suddenly clicked into place. Not because it was sudden, but because God had been preparing it all along, in a divine silence, louder than any earthly noise. This is the confirmation. This is the release. This is the hour. The generosity of God is not just coming. It is arriving. Steady your heart. Raise your expectations. The big payment has been released, and your soul is already feeling the first wave of its impact. There is something sacred about this moment in your life, something holy that can't be explained with logic or reason. The atmosphere around you is charged, as if heaven itself is leaning in closer, eager to see your reaction when it all lands. God has already made the move. The payment is not in negotiation. It's not in processing. It's been approved, released, and is now on its way. And with it, a surge of transformation unlike anything you've ever seen before. You're stepping into the evidence zone. The zone where everything that was only felt in your spirit now starts to show up in the physical. And you won't have to explain it. The results will speak. The change in your posture, the glow in your countenance, the peace in your voice, these will all become visible signs that something heavenly has occurred. And the world won't be able to deny it. They'll say you're glowing. They'll say you're lucky. But you'll know. It was God's generosity touching every layer of your reality. People will ask, how did this happen? And even if you tried to explain it, words would fall short. Because what's coming is supernatural. It defies sequence. It breaks protocol. It arrives without warning, but right on time. And when it reaches your hands, it will feel like breathing for the first time after being underwater for years. You won't just receive it. You'll inhale it. You'll absorb it into your DNA. You'll become the blessing walking. You are no longer positioned for survival. You are positioned for overflow. The days of asking for just enough to get by are done. You've graduated into a new spiritual realm, a realm where big things don't feel intimidating anymore, because they're finally matching the size of your faith. Your belief has grown. Your container has expanded. And now the capacity of what you can hold has reached a divine tipping point. This is not a test of whether you believe. This is a confirmation that you already passed. God saw how you stayed kind when bitterness tried to take over. He saw how you gave when you barely had. He saw how you encouraged others while secretly battling your own storms. He saw it all. And while you thought nothing was happening, He was stacking grace, layering mercy, multiplying favor, until the weight of it reached this point. Chosen one, you're about to become the headline of a divine transaction. There's a reason your spirit has been restless lately. Not anxious, just stirred. That's your inner being responding to divine movement.